Men are done simping for women. More and more men are waking up and realizing that the juice is just not worth the squeeze. They're sick and tired of being treated like crap and suffering. Watch the end of the video to fully understand why men are done simping and how this will affect women going into the future, as well as interdynamic relationships between men and women and society as a whole. And now let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
Call up a guy and say you want to hook up tonight.
Oh, I got a good one.
Can we hang out whenever you get back?
Now you want to hang out?
No, I do, yeah.
No, absolutely not.
I'm gonna go with someone else.
Go.
That's the guy that has had a crush on me since 7th grade.
That's a W Brown.
That's wild, bro. He's been in the friend zone for 7 years and rejects her over the phone.
My man.
You know, I'm telling you guys, some modern day women, they do this, they play these games, they think that they can continue to live this life forever. It's so sad. I'll tell you this, because I've had relationships with so many different women, and it's, you know, when it's miserable when you live in a society where women turn around and they lie and they make these claims that, you know, oh, they didn't, that they were with this guy, and they what happened in the relationship wasn't, you know, they didn't want, they became physically intimate with someone, and they didn't want the physical intimacy. And you know what the crazy thing is, like, to hook up with a girl, if a woman does not want to hook up with you, you will know. You will know 100%. She will say no. She will stop you. She will leave. She will not stick around. Like, guys, it is such, it, as a man, it is so, you have to put in work to gain physical intimacy, to gain access, okay? Unless you outright, like, it's a situation where it's literally an outright act of force, there's no such thing, okay? A woman decides who she wants to be with and who she doesn't want to be with, okay? Even if she's not enthusiastic, I will tell you right now, it doesn't matter, because she is determined. She decides whether or not she wants to be intimate with someone, because she'll think, okay, well, I could probably get something out of him. Okay, so I'm going to be intimate with him. A lot of girls are also lazy. Like, they literally have no energy. They have the whole, you know, deceased fish going on, where they just basically lay there and expect the guy to do all the work. Like, that's modern day women. They are so undeveloped. Like, I will tell you, like, I have been heartbroken so many times when it comes to modern day women. There are times when I've, like, you know, like, for example, you know, I've gone over to Mexico. I've been, because you know, and you go and you mess around with one of these girls over there, and it's like, you know, like, for example, you know, because they've got TJ, you know, they've got the brothels, and, you know, you've got Hong Kong and stuff like that, and it's like so frightening to me. Like, I'm literally frightened when I've gone and I've messed around with one of those girls, and it's literally like you're with a fish, like with like a deceased fish, like it just lays there and doesn't move, or, you know, they don't know how to, they don't know how to be physically intimate. And I'm like, bro, this is your job. This is all you do. All you do each day and every single day is this, and you can't do it well. Like, what the heck is wrong with you? Like, there have been moments when I was furious. It's not just with these types of women, you know, in general. I've been furious with a lot of women that I've been with, where, like, they literally don't know how to do anything. Like, how, like, you know, I had a girlfriend, and I should never have been with this girl. You know, when I asked her body count, and she told me it was like 35, and, you know, she's like, it's 35. I should have been like, okay, so multiply that by three. Okay, yeah, it's well over 100. It's well over 100, you know. And this girl was horrible. She had terrible personality, very mean spirited, very evil. She looked like my mother, which was terrible, which was another. And I want to tell you how bad it was. It was so bad. This was so bad. Okay, I'll be real. It was so bad. My best friend, we were kind of frenemies. We were basically frenemies, and he wanted to hurt me. He wanted to hurt me. So when I sent him a picture of my girlfriend, he said, "Dude, you're sick. You know, you literally went and got someone that looked just like your mother. I mean, you even got someone who has the same pasty skin like your mother." He legit said, "Pasty skin like your mother." And at that point, it just hurts so much, so much. So like it's a lot of us, and a lot of us that have toxic parents, toxic mothers, we often end up attracting those same types of people because our mothers, toxic parents, they'll tear you down into being the type of beta male simp that other women who are like them can target and prey upon. It's a vicious cycle. It's an absolutely vicious cycle, and it's like I've been with these women who have these horrible body counts, who've done these terrible things, and it's like I'm like, bro, you don't even know how to be intimate. Like seriously, you have a high body count and you don't even know how to be intimate with a man. And the reason why is because women are not givers; they are receivers. Think about it carefully. Women give, they give, they not give, they take everything. When it comes to physical intimacy, they take. They're not there to give you to make the man happy. They're there to be entertained. They're there to receive pleasure. They're there to take. They take everything. They take your resources. They take your body. They take your energy. This is how women operate. I mean, look at how children are produced. You know, women take our genetic material so that to produce a child. Without a man, a child cannot be produced. Okay? They have to take what we have. The woman is a taker, the man is a receiver. Women have to create their value in a relationship while men come to the relationship with their value. This is literally how it is. And if you check out this video, for example, female rage, right? We'll read the caption. Female rage is when the boy best friend pulls the "I don't think we can be friends anymore" because he decided to have a stupid crush on you. Guys, they are so full of themselves. They are so full of themselves, all right? They string these guys along for so long, and then the guy says, "You know what? I'm done. I'm not putting up with it anymore. You've been taking advantage of me, and I'm walking away." And now they're angry because they've been monkey branching and taking this man's value, but not having to give anything in return. So they get free meals, access to his resources, protection, attention for years. And then the guy says, and so basically the guy is their boyfriend. So he's doing boyfriend things for them, but she's not doing girlfriend things for him. And now the scam is up, and he's like, yeah, realistically speaking, we're supposed to be dating. If I'm doing these things for you, if I'm doing boyfriend things for you, then you should be doing girlfriend things for me. And then when the guy says, has any respect, and he's like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm walking away. Yeah, she starts to freak out. You weren't a nice guy to begin with, but dude, I'm doing all these boyfriend things for you, and you're not doing any girlfriend things for me. If you don't want to be my girlfriend, then I'll go to someone who appreciates me. And we're supposed to be friends. You're supposed to be a real man. A real man sticks around. A real man is basically a simp. Like, I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends, guys. This is just another reason why men have to be consciously aware of the true nature of women, because they are literally just there to take advantage of you. And guys, that's really it. That's really sums it up. Millhouse sums it up perfectly there. They don't want you to be happy. They want you to continuously be in a state of misery and despair. They want to string you along forever, and they always want to have you there as the backup plan. All right, that's what Plan B is. Plan B is plan backup. You are the backup guy. You are the fallback plan for when they need to now sustain their life. They need to get their bag. They need to, because they can't. They're not going to nail. They're not going to get the billionaire that they actually want, because every girl wants a billionaire. So they're not going to get the billionaire. And these guys, the Pookie, Ray Rays, Tyrones, Chaz, those guys, those are the men that they love, but those men cannot provide for them. So now you're the backup plan. You're the fallback that they're going to fall back to provide for them, to build them up so that they can, go and get alimony afterwards. Because that's basically that's what all these relationships are. These relationships are just a means of these women gaining a sustainable, subsidized income so that they can survive during the marriage. Well, even so, before the marriage, during the marriage, and after the marriage, because she's going to take half of what you have minimum, and then also fight for alimony so that you have to continue paying that out for the rest of her life. That's why they're freaking out in Florida, because lifetime alimony has now been banned. and lifetime alimony should never have existed in the first place.
Why do you think women are the prize in the relationship?
Because we add value to a man's life. We take whatever you guys already have and we just amplify it and make it better. The right kind of woman makes it better.
But you're not going to pay for your man's dinner, take him out, plan trips, have him move in with you, then plan for the future and lead the way.
I shouldn't. He's a provider. That's part of having values, or those are the values, for example, I value.
No man could say that, well, because he's doing all of those things, he's the prize instead.
No. He can do that for himself. He should be able to do it for somebody else.
Well, that's the thing. If he can do it for himself, why would he need you?
Because in other ways, I will add value to his life, not monetarily.
Like?
Companionship, making sure that he keeps up with, what his goals are and what his dreams are, supporting him, and also just overall, if you're looking also for looks, like being arm candy.
Wow, guys, she thinks she's arm candy. So do you listen to this? They bring actually no value into a man's life. They want a man that is wealthy. They want a man that is fit. They want a man that is tall. They want a man that is charismatic. They want a man that has his life together, that is on, because to become this type of person, to be the kind of man that they want, you already have to have all of the qualities and traits that they're saying they're going to add to your life. You already have to be this man, and now they want to come into your life and say that they are responsible. As soon as they enter your life, they want to say they are responsible for anything that you gain after that. So if she comes into your life, everything after she entered your life, you now have because of her presence. Guy, if any gains you make, those are because of her. Any losses that you take, that's because you weren't doing what you were supposed to do, despite having this amazing woman with you. Guys, this is what you call snake oil and downright narcissism. No man in their right mind should tolerate this type of behavior, this type of treatment by someone. And it's amazing, guys. They literally believe that their presence is simply enough in a relationship, and they're furious. They're absolutely furious because men are waking up and saying that I'm the prize, and they don't like that. This is crazy. This is crazy, but this is the reality that men live in Western society. Let's jump into this other video because I want you guys to see more perspectives when it comes to these women who think that they're the prize.
Need a career to attract a man.
Yes. Yeah, I know.
No,
so.
you do not.
We do.
Okay.
We do not.
No.
We do not.
I want to say that I'm right, but I did mention before women lack empathy in the male experience.
Do you need status to attract a man?
What do you mean static?
Like, do you have clout? Do you need clout to attract a man?
No. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like they would.
Do you need to be the most fit girl in the world to attract a man? You don't, right? Guess what? All four of those things that I just named, every man needs to have for them to even attract some type of girl. And you guys are the prize?
And if you lack one, the other has to be exceptionally high to make up for it.
And y'all are the prize?
But like,
You see, when you guys are so clueless, you think that girls need money to attract women. That's how I know you
Y'all, men are waking up. It's a cultural awakening. And be careful because there's these chameleons out here that are like, oh, we know what you're going through, guys. But I mean, let's jump into this video.
The woman is the prize, ladies are all too happy to say. So what does that make the man if we are to think this way? He must be the champion because champions pursue their prize. But honey, the prize will not be pursued if it lacks value in his eyes. In his divine masculine energy, the feminine woman he will certainly chase. That's if she's perceived as worthy of this highly expensive race. But it's not every woman he will spend the effort and valuable time needed to pursue. No, he must be highly motivated if he decides to make that lady his number one boo.
Guys, check out the Angry Guy Clubhouse. Get insights on top cryptocurrency picks, exclusive podcasts, and manosphere topics. Free subscribers enjoy access to chat, videos, podcasts, and all blog posts. Paid subscribers unlock everything, including exclusive guides, blueprints for wealth building, and up-to-date analysis on what's happening in the world of crypto. Support the channel by becoming a paid subscriber for just $8 per month and claim your free passive income blueprint when you do. Don't miss out. click the link in the description to subscribe now.
She'd be something he'd chase or even attempt to move mountains for. So should we value him less because this champion so boldly goes after his goal? Why should we? That sounds absurd. He's only playing his masculine gender role. Men and women can be compared to musical notes that we so naturally play. Let's say the women are a beautifully sharp C and the men are a handsomely flat A. We should all stop fighting. We just look so foolish trying to all sound like middle C, when anyone who knows music know that chords sound so much better. Instead, let's make harmony.
Here's the thing. These women are being rejected and replaced. Men, she said that let's make harmony, like notes, but here's the problem. Ladies, you played yourselves. You played yourselves. There you go. They kept on pushing, they kept overreaching. They've made society, Western society, a place that men no longer want to live in. And I understand how this has happened. It's social media. Don't get me wrong, we were going in this direction a long time. With feminism in the 70s and the 90s feminism, we were heading in this direction for a very, very long time. Okay, so it's not just the internet that has caused this, but it's the internet that has amplified it, because there were a lot of issues that happened in the 90s. Listen to me, guys. I had a run-in where I was in high school, and this woman literally just said that I said something disrespectful to her, and she put her hand connected with my face, and I literally said, "Listen, I'm just gonna turn the other cheek. I'm not gonna fight you." I swear, she hit me on she hit my other cheek. So at this point, I'm in absolute shock, and I jump up, and the entire class jumps on me. This happened to me, and I was physically restrained by the Sibs, and I was then apprehended by the police. And I said to the police, let me tell you what happened. They told me to shut up, and they took me to an interrogation room, and then asked her if she wanted to press charges. And she walked in crying and goes, she doesn't want to press charges. I said to them, I did not do anything to her. They looked at me and they laughed at me, and they let me out of interrogation, and they slammed the door in my face. This is the result. This is what society is like. And when I went home and I told my mother about this, she refused to take any actions against this woman. She refused to do anything. I begged and I pleaded. She refused. My mother watched with you. It's better to carry indifference, because when you are indifferent to something, you don't care if they are here or not here. You don't care if they live or pass away. That is indifference. Indifference is truly unbelievable. It doesn't mean that you will tolerate anything from anyone. It doesn't mean that you won't stand up for yourself. But this guy was looking at them. You just don't get it. Why is this creepy guy looking at me? You guys are so blind. It has nothing. Yes, the way they're dressing is really inappropriate now in the gyms, but it's not because of how they're dressed. It's because no matter how they are dressed, it's the very fact that they don't like us. They resent us. If all the men left Western society right now, they would say that we're bothering them online. I mean, like literally, there are now criminal proceedings against men for things that are happening in the metaverse, saying that there was an unwanted physical interaction in the metaverse, and the police have to get involved, and this person needs to be found and prosecuted immediately. Guys, this is what's happening right now. Even just if all the men were gone from America, gone from Western society, and women still had access to the internet, because I'm telling you, M2, the new M2 part 2, or second wave M2, whatever you want to call it, they're going to be going after all those guys that send them DMs. They're going to be going after those guys that send them DMs. They're going to be going after guys that they've spoken to on Tinder. They're going to be going after men online in online spaces. In addition to the real world, they're going to be going after dudes who they've just barely interacted with or ever interacted with on these platforms, and they're going to be going after the platform holders themselves.
All right, so what's your name?
TC.
TC. What about you?
Casper.
Casper?
Yeah.
How old are you guys?
22.
I'm 28.
Are you guys homeless?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
How long have you guys been homeless for?
Probably a year already.
Off and on my entire life. The last few months, I became homeless again.
So, you said your name was TC, right?
Yes.
TC, what happened to you that you ended up out here on the streets?
It's just a lot, really. Like, I was 18 when I started working, had a car and everything. I ended up getting into a really bad car accident, and after that car accident, it changed me. I cut my face open. I lost my car, my job, a lot of stuff, and I ended up just moving on to other shit. And when I did, I chose to be out here, really. And I became out here, and it's not that bad out here. Like, I like it, honestly. I just don't like the people when they're mean and everything. Like, we're people too, regardless on whether we have a home or not.
So you like being out here on the streets?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I just like it because it's different. It's not the same.
Are you guys originally from Arizona?
Yes.
I'm from Tucson, yeah.
Okay. You guys have family out here?
Yes.
No, I don't. No family. Basically, I've been on my own since I was 14, on and off. I've done 5 years in prison already. Basically, I ended up on the street. This shit I was going through as a child. Basically, I just got the shit beat out of me every fucking day of my life. And 14 years old, I bounced out from home and haven't been back since. Just basically in and out of jail, in and out of the system. And as for the streets, I don't think it's that bad, just because it's basically I get to do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's part of what the American dream is just doing whatever the hell you want to a point, I guess, to an extent.
So you like the freedom out here?
You guys, I gotta tell you, I know you like when I don't interrupt. This man literally just said that he likes it out there because it's the American dream. Oh my gosh, the American dream. He can do whatever he wants out there, and she likes to be homeless as well, guys. Oh my gosh! Remember what I keep telling y'all? Don't feed these people. Don't give them money. Don't give them food. Don't give them blankets. They are out there by choice. He's been homeless his entire life. Dude did 5 years in prison. I wonder what for. She's no better than this guy. I'm telling y'all, you bring them into your home, they're gonna steal from you. Guys, birds of a feather flock together. All right. They're the same type of people. And they are out there by choice. They love the streets. They enjoy that life. And of course, there's going to be a bunch of people that feel sorry for them. How could homelessness exist in this year? These people are out there by choice. They are getting benefits and access to the things that we as normal people cannot get access to. Okay, they are living this life because they are choosing to live it. This man just called it the American dream. He called it freedom. He said it's the home. His life, the way he is living, is the American dream. They're out there in the streets. You can clearly see they're likely on blues. For those of you that don't know what blues is, it's a substance that a lot of people in Arizona use, and those breakouts on their face that often comes from the use of blues. I mean, come on, y'all, wake up.
CC, you said you have family.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still keep in contact with them?
Yeah, I do. They don't want me out here, but no one really does when they have kids or anything. Nobody wants anybody out here, but they understand where I am right now, and as long as I'm safe and who I hang around with isn't bad for me, then they're okay. They worry about me all the time. They call me to make sure I'm okay. Like, I have a normal family like anybody else would be. It's just I choose to be out here.
Notice what she said. They call her, they make sure she's okay. They understand that she just wants to be there. She can literally stand up right now, go to have a place to live, a roof over her head, food to eat. Guys, this is why, as men, we need to stop helping women. We should not be helping them because they are strong, they're independent, they have many options, and we need to respect their independence, their agency, and we need to let them live the lives that they want to live, and stop trying to, stop trying to, be a captain saver. You know what? Stop trying to save them. They stop trying to save her. She didn't ask to be saved. Okay, leave her be. She is happy in the streets, and I mean, her family can't help her. So why do you think you can? Whenever you meet these women, a lot of these dudes immediately think, oh, life has really been hard on them. Guys, as you don't understand how many options the average woman has. This woman, for example, if she wanted to, at this exact moment, she could literally go into a treatment, get off blues, live with her family. Her family doesn't want her out there. They're just tolerating her being out there. She can get off blues, clean herself up. Guys, within 3 months, she could literally be completely cleaned up. She could be working. She could be living with her family, surrounded by her family. She can have money coming in. She can even have a trade. She can get a skill. Within 3 months, she can learn a skill. She can go learn phlebotomy, whatever. She can become a medical assistant. There are so many options for her. So many options. So many skill sets that she can gain very, very quickly. Heck, if she really wanted to, she can do DoorDash. She can make a solid income, and she can fix herself up, go to the gym, work out. I mean, get her hair done, and she will find a guy very, very quickly that will be happy to marry her, put a ring on her finger, and give her a good life. But she doesn't want that because she doesn't cook, she doesn't clean. These are servitude things. Okay, she doesn't want that life. She wants to be free. And guys, these people. This is going to be a lifetime thing for them. These people are never going to change. They're going to be on the streets forever. They're going to be out there. They're going to live that life forever because that's how they've chosen to live. That's the life that they want. And nothing you say or do is going to change any of that.
When was the last time that you spoke to them?
Maybe a month ago. And they were just worried about me. They wanted me to go get clean. I'm not ready to.
Do you have mom and dad?
I have both, yeah.
Who do you talk to the most, your mom or your dad?
My mom. I'm more close to my mom than I am with my dad. I wanted to call my dad the other day, though, because supposedly he had heart problems. Yeah. But I didn't know what to really say to him. And so I was just like, I'll push it off. And when he comes see me, he'll come see me. But otherwise, I just get along with my mom, really.
Are you an only child, or do you have siblings?
I have siblings. I have eight. They're all younger than me. 20, 19, 18, 7, 8, 13, 15.
Are you the only one that's going through some problems?
Yeah. I'm the only one who deals with like this because they are either really autistic or just they don't like or anything. Yeah. And nobody does, but there's some things that it just attaches to most people.
Guys, I would never raise children in the United States. I'll tell you right now, I will not have children in the United States. If I ever choose to have children, I mean, right off the bat, I'm not getting married. There is no reason to get married. Even if I went overseas and got a chick, I am not marrying her. I'll let her know right off the bat, marriage is not an option for her. Okay? It's not happening. We are not getting married. And I'm not doing it in a country where, they can come after me for large amounts of child support, any of that nonsense. Nope. Forget about it. All right? It's not happening. And I would never, ever raise children in the U.S. My children will not step foot into this country, not while they're young. No. And even older, I don't want my kids here. I wouldn't want my kids here because this place, it is the mark of the beast. This country is the beast in and of itself. It is, if you look at how this country destroys people, and women have so many options here, and look at what it ultimately leads to. Look at the lives that is created for these women. Look at how it's derailed them. What do you guys think? Do you agree that men have now reached a point, or at least a lot of men have reached a point where they're done simping for women? They realize that the juice was never worth the squeeze. They're tired of the suffering. And of course, it's not going to be all men because there will always be simps. But let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWM and walking away. And cheers.